Welcome to Training Tuesday, everyone. We're so glad that you could join us today. I am Heidi Reese, and I'm the Training Programs Manager here at Dayton Superior. Just want to go over a couple of things before we actually get to the good part of the training. Just like normal, everyone that has joined muted, but don't let that stop you from asking any questions. You can do that through the chat or the question and answer section of Zoom. It's up there in your toolbar, and you can do that throughout the presentation, and we'll get to a mini Q&A at the very end to get those questions answered for you. In addition, we record every one of these webinars and we put them out on the YouTube channel as well as DaytonSuperior.com. And so you could just search on Training Tuesday and find the ones that you need to get to. We have a main page with the top 4 that we've recently done, and it doesn't stop there. There's ones for precast, for tilt-up, for splicing, for you name it, for general construction. So get out there and check them out. Okay, so this presentation is intended for training purposes only. All of the products that we're going to talk about, please go out to DaytonSuperior.com so that you can see any technical specifications, TDS documents, or SDS documents, and you can read about the products and use them safely that way. So who the heck is Dayton Superior? We are the leading provider of engineered solutions for the concrete construction industry. As you see by things scrolling on your page there, we talk about accessories. I just mentioned precast, tilt-up, splicing. Look at all those brands that we've got going there, whether they be Aztec, Kodi Klip, like we're talking today, AccuBrace, Tiltworks, Taper Lock, Sleeve Lock, you can read them. In addition, we have chemicals and forming and shoring. But it doesn't stop there. We also provide a great engineering service for you. We have estimations. We have things for bridge deck that you can get a PE stamp. As far as, you know, I'm sitting here looking at the precast guy. What else we got, Mr. Precast guy? We've got technical service reps that can provide you with the information that you need if there's any challenges on the projects that you're working on. In addition, we have training. We're doing one now. It's a little bit mini of one, so we should be good to get to the nitty gritty of it. But if you need more or customized training, please reach out to training@DaytonSuperior.com, and we will be sure to get in touch with you and figure all that out and get it set up. Right. So we're going to be talking, like I said, rebar connections with Kodi Klip, or connecting rebar the Kodi Klip way. And we've got 2 gentlemen to talk about this with us today. Super excited. First of all, we're going to hear from Adam Stenberg. He is Dayton Superior's Director of Business Development for the precast region. I just alluded to that. He's hanging out here in the office with me. I'm so excited. He's usually on the phone. And he is a University of Minnesota alum and certified professional engineer, and totally showcases his profound knowledge as our precast guru, boasting 18 years of industry and the experience in the industry. I need to be a guru in some words. He also has served as a technical sales engineer to design engineer. And like I said, he is now our Director of Business Development for Precast Market in Dayton Superior. And then on the phone with us, we're going to move right along to our product manager for Kodi Klip, and that is Mr. Errol Jones. Errol boasts more than 35 years of experience in various fields that include manufacturing, business development, and sales. He's also got a little bit of marketing in there too. He also backs that with an information technology, I cannot talk today, technology degree from the U.S. Naval College. And he will be second to Adam. So first we're going to hear Adam. Come on over.
Thanks, Heidi. This is new sitting right next to you here for this. You and Chuck always do such a great job too. So thank you for that intro.
Thanks. He's on vacation, so I'm going to pick on you today, okay?
All right. So it's pretty well known out there in the market that there's a pretty big shortage of laborers in the construction space, and that's no shortage for rebar tires and iron workers. So we have a solution. We have a product that can help ease the labor burdens on installing reinforcing cages and connecting your reinforcing for your precast and cast in place projects. So the old ways of tying rebar, there's several different ways of connecting and tying rebar. The traditional old school method of doing that is with tie wires and pliers. It's a very slow, labor-intensive process. There's also danger to injuries, getting cuts, scrapes, pinch fingers, and it's very highly repetitive on the hands. Um, there's also tie wire guns, which are a highly priced piece of equipment, and they have a lot of costly maintenance. You got to keep those things clean and continually having them serviced to keep them running. They also use a lot of extra wire when they're tying connections, and they sometimes can have a loose and not durable connection for tying rebar. Welding is another form of tying rebar cage or connecting rebar cages. This also is expensive. It requires specialized labor. You have to have a certified welder. And there's some safety things to consider as well with the flash and vapor of the weld. And you need to have special rebar. You have to have weldable grade rebar as well. Here we have the Kodi Klip one. You can see here's the air gun, the pneumatic tool, how quick and easy that is. You simply lay out your steel cage and pull the trigger. One other thing I want to highlight on here in the lower right is that with the Kodi Klip system, you can eliminate these crossbars that you would see in a traditionally tied prefab cage for a beam. So it's going to save you steel and labor and not having to add those additional crossing bars in there to keep your cages sturdy. We have another video.
This should be fun.
So there we have a video that's highlighting the new battery system, which is
Oh, you were so excited you want to see that.
Yeah.
I like it
sorry.
too.
So here's the new battery system. The video highlighted that, how quick and easy that is. That comes with a Metabo battery platform. It's very similar to our traditional pneumatic tool in that it can be used with rebar, pretension, strand for connecting either of those. It's a non-corrosive clip made out of a polycarbonate. It's easy to snap the clips into position. It can even be done with a rubber hammer or mallet. And it's very versatile. It has a four-sided patented grip system for making strong connections. And it's a very stable and quick connection. And it works very well on grids of rebar. So it has a very simple design. There's very few moving parts in the two different machinery, the two different styles of guns. It's made from a high strength polycarbonate, the same material that bulletproof glass is made out of. So the clips themselves do not rust. It'd be great for use with non-corrosion rebars. It's a very rigid product. It helps in connecting rebar cages that are going to be moved more than once. If you're assembling a cage in a special jig area at a precast facility or a rebar fabrication facility, it allows you to be able to pick those cages up and have them stay exactly like they were installed with little to no movement. It's also a cost savings in that same standpoint. It can help you save labor from tying and not having to retie your cages because things aren't going to move once you've set it up. And it's also a great positive from a safety standpoint because there's no sharp points, there's no heating from welding, and it's just overall a lot more safe to use versus some of the traditional tying systems.
So where do you use this stuff?
Yeah, where do we use it? We use it in a wide variety of applications, right? It can be used on a variety of precast projects, cast in place, tilt up, really almost anywhere. It can be used with any type of reinforcing, whether that's black unreinforced rebar, epoxy coated rebar, stainless steel, galvanized, or even some of the composite or GFRP bars that are out there. Another very popular use for it is on bridge decks, slabs on grades, structural walls, and like I mentioned, tilt up and precast. Some more details on the application. It works great for mesh to rebar connections, for composite rebars. You can also use it for some special scenarios too, like radiant tubing connections to rebar. Some special precast items that works very well in as manhole lids, manhole structures, vaults. Can be used with strand, pre-tension strand to rebar connections, for double T's, wall panels, and a variety of products. Here are some examples of some cages. Here we see some catch basins on the left where it's actual catch basin structures. These cages were all pre-tied in a separate area, and the Kodi Klip allowed those cages to stay tied tightly beforehand on a jig and then moved into place on the formwork, as you can see on the lower left here. And I'm going to turn things over to A-Roll now, and he's going to dig further into the Kodi Klip system.
Awesome. Thanks, Adam.
Thank you, Adam. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Errol Jones. I'm the product manager for Kodi Klip. And after Adam telling you about the tools and giving you a great explanation of why the product exists, here's how the clips roll out. We have the imperial clips and we have metric clips. The imperial clips are primarily for the United States, fitting our standard steel. The metric clips are primarily for overseas, still in the metric system. When you're looking at a Kodi Klip, you're going to get a nomenclature that's going to say something like a 3 to a 3. And what that's saying to you is the number 3 bar on top of a number 3 bar. If you're doing number 4 bar over number 5 bar, you're going to get a 4 to a 5. And that's what the nomenclature is saying, is actually saying the top bar on top of the bottom bar. If you're doing 3 bar over 4 bar, you're going to use a violet clip. It's going to be a 3 to a 4. If you're using 4 bar on top of a 6 bar, you're going to need a lime green clip. That'll be a 4 to a 6. That's how you'll read the whole series of Kodi Klip. And we did it that way for inspections, so that when you need to inspect what you're doing, you'll be able to look out with this drawing here. You'll be able to look out in the yard or look across your deck, and you'll see these colored clips, and you'll know what bar you're using. You'll know that if you see a beige clip, that's going to be a 3 over a 6. So you can look at that clip, look at your plans, and know what bars they are just by the color coding. And that's what the color coding was all about, to identify the steel in the yard without having to go inspect the steel in the yard that was on a finished product. Also, what you'll get with Kodi Klip, if you notice, there's numbers under each clip. That's how many clips is in a box. So just like what Adam was saying with wire, when you're using wire and you're shooting wire, you can buy the wire, but you really don't know how many connections you got out of that wire because of the different ways, the applications of the wire guns or spindles or whatever you're using. But with Kodi Klips, when you buy and you look at your spec and you know how many joints you're going to connect, you'll know exactly how many clips and joints you can connect per box. So we found that to be very important and useful for our customers. Okay. Heidi, do I have control?
Try now, bud. Sorry.
The Kodi clips use a clip gun like you were seeing there with Adam. We have a pneumatic gun and we have a battery gun. The clips are connected in seconds, as you saw in that video. And with the pneumatic guns, we have 4 guns because the clips are in series. So we have a 4 series of clips that shoots a 4-2 through a 3-4 or a 4-4 clip. We have a 5 gun which shoots the 5 series. We have a 3 gun shooting the 3 series, and the biggest rebar we utilize or shoot over is the 6 rebar, which is our number 6 gun. But what we're doing now today is if you take the number 4 clip, which is the red clip, and that number 4 gun, and you take the number 5 clip, the white clip, and the number 5 gun, those clips represent 5 different series of clips that can now be shot by our battery gun. So with the battery gun that we have now, we can shoot these 5 series of clips. We've combined 2 guns down to 1 and be able to shoot the metric or the standard clips. And we're very excited about that. The battery power gun is powered by 18-volt Metabo platform. No hoses, no compressors needed. You can move freely around your job. Single gun shoots multiple clips, which we're really excited about finally having one tool that shoots multiple clips. Spring-loaded rally for the K-clips. LED tool lighting for the guns to know what position the guns are in or what status the guns are in. 90-day warranty against any defects in workmanship material. Battery information, it's an 18-volt lithium-ion battery, amp capacity of 3.0 amps. It's a great system that we've constructed here for Rebar. Choosing the clip size. Once you've chosen the clip size, and like I say, looking at the red clip, the red clip is our number 4 clip, and it'll also shoot that 3-4. When you're looking at your different clip sizes, you have to adjust the gun to those different sizes, and that's what this adjuster is on the top. This adjuster will adjust between the 4 clip and the 5 clip series. So you got your 4 clip series and your 5 clip series that this adjuster will allow you to go between for your builds. You're primarily just going to lift that spring. We're going to watch this video that's going to give you an idea of how you move between the 2 different series of clips. You just primarily pull that up. That's going to go into the 4 series, which you'll notice a little head will come down, which allows you to hit that smaller clip. When that pin is back in the 5, that's another little rack or little H-shaped head that's coming down to hit that bigger clip. So that's what you're doing. You're moving between those 2 different heads to hit a smaller clip or to hit a larger clip. I think I went too far. See, Heidi, I think I went one clip, 1 too far. There we go. Thank you, Heidi. Loading the clip magazine, you pull the magazine tension knob all the way to the right. If you can see that knob, turn the knob counterclockwise, release the knob slowly. This will hold the magazine tension open to load the clip. So you're going to lock that tension spring back behind that there's a little lever there. You're going to lock it back behind there. Insert your rack of your clips into the magazine. And you're going to grab that tension spring and slide it slightly to the right turn the knob counterclockwise to release the slide tensioner to allow the tensioner to engage the clip. Once you've done that, slide it to the left and let it go. Understanding the tool display, of course, it's a battery tool from Metabo, and what we did, we took one of their battery tools and turned it into a clip gun, and they did a great job with that. You're going to have a safety trigger, just like the pneumatic gun has a safety. You're going to have a battery gauge, indicator light, power switch, and a clipper mode. When you push the power switch button, hold it for approximately 2 seconds, the indicator light will come on and it'll show you how much battery gauge you have in your clipper mode. Push the clipper mode button until the blue light starts to flash blue, which is putting it into a fast clipping mode that you probably wouldn't want to use it in that mode. Push it again until the blue light goes solid. You want to use it in the solid mode to give yourself time to move your bars or to not to misfire the gun by having it in a rapid fire type of a mode. And that's the main reason for that. So you're going to definitely want that light to be solid as most times as you're using the tool. Turn off the trigger safety switch and you're ready to start clipping. And with that, I'll turn it back over to Heidi.
Thank you so much, Errol. We're going to talk about some resources now. So you can either go on to DaytonSuperior.com or, you know what, KodiKlip.com. And we've got landing and product pages out there for the K clips that Errol told you about, as well as the various clipper guns. In addition, we've got system flyers and a quick reference sheet. I actually like these. They tell you just what it says. It's the quick reference, so you can see the different types of things that are out there for the Kodi Klip and the clippers. In addition, we have product manuals. We always need those. We have one for the pneumatic one as well as the battery. And I hope that you guys enjoyed those videos. They're also out on YouTube channels, and I'm getting them put on our product video pages so that you can show your customers and you can show what it's all about. It's actually at one of our customers' sites, which is exciting, and they're using it. And even though it looks all showy, it's legit. They're using it, right? So it's pretty cool. So what if something happens? If something by chance breaks, we have a warranty repair system, and I'll talk about that in the next slide. But if something happens, we've got a very quick way for you to put in a tool repair request. It's a form on the website. In addition, we have the tech data sheets. I referenced those at the very beginnings and for you guys to check them out. Handbooks, all of these ones that are flying on the screen here, the Kodi Klip is included in there because you can use it wherever rebar is, right? So that's really important. You can find it there. But more importantly, I want to get to this warranty program because I think that you will really enjoy that ability that if you didn't purchase the gun from, or if you did purchase the gun from another supplier, that you can actually still get it covered through us. And that's a big piece of mind. And one of the key components, and let's see if I get this right, Mr. Adam, who, well, you tell them. It's important because there's not a lot of downtime. If something happens to the gun, you send it in, and the way that you sent it in, we send it back, right? So
That's exactly it. That's our focus, is to keep the guns working and keeping the system easy. So we want you to have guns that are working, and that's what this whole program is.
yeah, with very, very little downtime. And so you'll get a repurposed gun right back to you. And it's as simple as that. So you may have a couple days downtime, but then you're back at it again. And I want to talk about a great deal that we have on Kodi. If you get one of the new battery powered Kodi clippers that we referenced, we showed you here, you're going to get one free when you purchase one skid of the K clip. So get with your sales representative for the details and be sure to check that out. It's a pretty good deal. So lastly, since I am the training programs manager, I want to have you guys aware that if you need extra training, go ahead and scan that QR code right there, or you can just simply email Chuck and myself at training@daytonsuperior.com, and we'll be happy to get back with you and talk over things. But if you want a demonstration of the tool, if you want to demo it, we can bring someone in for you, whether it be Adam, Errol, or any of our other awesome technical sales guys or dealer sales managers, and you can just do that through me and I'll make that happen and we'll get with them. In addition, we already talked about Errol, but here's his contact information for you. So be sure to write that down and send them some pranks. That would be awesome. And I referenced the TSRs, technical service representative, dealer sales manager, and customers. On DaytonSuperior.com, we have a contact page. You can see on the bottom right-hand corner the regional maps. You simply click on Dayton Superior and you can find your state and see who your contact is. With that, are there any questions out there on anything that we've discussed? All right, it doesn't look like it. So if you guys do, please go ahead and you can email training@daytonsuperior.com or Errol's information and we'll get to you. And with that, I'll wait and see you next Tuesday. Thanks, Errol. Thanks, Adam. Bye-bye.